video, and in today's video I'll be doing a 2024 election prediction between Kamala Harris and Kevin McCarthy. I'm talking kind of quietly right now. My entire family is in bed right now, I think, and I don't really want to wake them. So yeah, I'm gonna start by labeling all of Harris's safe states. Colorado, realistically, is probably gonna be safe. McCarthy won't get the rural turnout needed, to be able to not lose it by a safe margin, as well as Harris being strong enough for the Hispanic and Latino voters. McCarthy strong enough in the suburbs, carrying Nebraska's first safe. Not Kansas. For Harris's likely states, she would get New Mexico, Virginia, Maine at large, and Minnesota and New Mexico. McCarthy's not going to be as strong for oil workers, and she's going to be pretty strong with the Hispanic and Latino vote. Minnesota, I don't see McCarthy or Harris, for that matter, getting enough support from the working class. I see voters in Minneapolis making a larger share of the electorate. Virginia, I see Harris doing well enough in the suburbs, McCarthy not getting the same rural turnout that Trump did, and Harris doing well enough with the black vote. Man at large, pretty inelastic. I do see McCarthy probably being slightly better for white rural college-educated voters, against a candidate like Harris, who's weaker with white rural voters in general. But it'll still probably be likely for McCarthy's likely states. He gets Kansas, Mississippi, Indiana, South Carolina, and Alaska, and Iowa, and Maine's second. So in Kansas, I don't see McCarthy getting the rural turnout needed, and I see Harris doing well enough in the suburbs. Although McCarthy will probably do better with the rural voters that do turn out. Mississippi, Harris is just too strong with the black vote, whereas McCarthy won't get the same rural turnout. Iowa, McCarthy, I think it's going to shift to the left, yes. I don't see McCarthy getting as much rural turnout, but it's still probably going to be likely. Indiana, there's going to be less turnout from the working class, meaning that voters in like Indianapolis and Gary have a larger share of the electorate, making it likely. Maine second, fairly similar thing to Ohio, or to Iowa. Alaska, we're going to see more and more Native American voters turning out, which is going to continue to shift the state to the left. But I also see McCarthy not being as strong with oil workers as Trump. In Mississippi, I just did Mississippi, if I can speak. In South Carolina, McCarthy's not gonna get the same rural turnout that Trump did. Harris is gonna be pretty strong with the black vote, or pretty well. For Harris's lean states, she gets Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Nebraska second. Nevada, McCarthy's not going to get the same rural turnout that Trump did. She's going to do well enough with the Hispanic and Latino vote. Nebraska second. I just see McCarthy doing better in the suburbs. Still being leaned to Harris, probably 3 or 4% across the entire Rust Belt, or Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. Wisconsin obviously being the most conservative, and Pennsylvania being the most, or the more in between, and Michigan being the most liberal. I see the working class just not turning out at very high rates, and I see that resulting in black voters getting a larger share of the electorate. In a lot of these bigger cities, shifting these states to the left. We could see Michigan be likely. And in New Hampshire, I just see McCarthy being stronger for white rural college-educated voters. Probably only like D+4 for Harris, maybe D+5. For McCarthy's lean states, he gets Texas, Florida, and Ohio. In Texas, he's going to get less rural turnout. Harris is going to do better with the Hispanic and Latino vote. The suburbs are going to continue to shift the state to the left. Florida, McCarthy's going to do well enough in the suburbs and well enough with older white voters, despite likely gains from Harris or the Hispanic and Latino voters in Miami. In Ohio, I see the working class once again making up a smaller share of the electorate. In black voters in a lot of these bigger cities making up a larger share of the electorate. I also see McCarthy getting less white rural turnout as well. For McCarthy's tilt states, he gets Arizona and North Carolina. Harris gets Georgia. So in Arizona, I see Harris doing decent with the Hispanic Latino vote, but I see McCarthy having too much appeal in the suburbs against somebody like, or in the traditionally conservative suburbs, against someone more liberal like Harris. To carry, so he will probably carry it. North Carolina, actually I'm gonna do Georgia first. Georgia, Harris is strong enough with the black vote. She's gonna do well enough in the suburbs. McCarthy won't get the same rural turnout. North Carolina is very similar, except for it's more conservative. Um, that's one thing. Like it is skewed a little bit more to the right. But another major demographic there is the working class, which I see Harris being weak enough with. Even if less of them turn out, I see McCarthy doing well enough with the working class voters that do turn out. It could go to Harris. It's not outside their own possibility. It's still a fairly likely scenario. I'd say it's probably like 54-46. Something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please comment your suggestions down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.